The question is related to Hazrat Moses alayhi salatu wasalam, about his the story related to his birth, and how he was thrown into water, and he was brought up in the palace of Pharaoh, the dictator of that time. And his question is, this story is narrated in the Bible as well, this history, and the Quran also repeats it. So what actually Allah wants to teach us by narrating this story in the Holy Quran?
You see, it has many messages. First of all, the little child who was given to the waves of the sea-like river. It's a very deep and very strong river, Nile. And he was kept safe with the grace of Allah. And in the same Nile, Pharaoh was drowned with all his enemies, all his armies, etc. So it's a fantastic sarcasm from Allah against them. That he is a small child traveling in a sort of box on the waves of the water, and nothing happens to him. But your great army with all the resources is destroyed. So I enjoy this comparison personally. Secondly, it was the same child who was to be transferred to the palace of the king Pharaoh. And had this not happened, he could not have been picked up by the Pharaoh's family and taken to the palace. So the same instance was responsible for ultimately his prophethood, because there are connected reasons why he became prophet. Allah knew, of course, that he would be a prophet, but because of his fight with the enemies, that is, the people of Pharaoh, while he was a Bani Israel and they were not. So you remember the case mentioned in the Quran where he fought one of them and he died. And the next day again it happened, and then he was told by a friend secretly that he must immediately leave the town. So not only the town but of the country as well. So he left the country and returned after he had become a prophet. So it's a sequence of events, a chain of events, which leads to the great victory of Moses. About the palace, he was brought up in the same palace in which Pharaoh ruled. And little did he know that this child is going to destroy me. So it's amazing things how Allah brought it up all. And again he was not separated from his mother either, because all the nursing mothers failed to attract him to suckle him, and he refused every other Muslim. But when by her sister it was reported that there is one mother whom he may suckle, and actually this is exactly what happened, that he started drinking his own mother's milk and not of any other non-believer's milk. So all is so beautifully organized that the hand of destiny is apparent, right?